I'm Holly Constant.
And I'm Maddie Hockaday. We really love Parks and Rec, and we really love behind-the-scenes details.
So we're researching everything from DVD extras like deleted scenes and commentaries,
plus interviewing cast and crew who actually worked on the show.
We also bring on guests and friends to geek out about everything parks.
So join us, you tropical fish.
This is literally the best Parks and Rec rewatch podcast.
We're your park pals.
There's a park and some pals, and there's also therapy too.
It's just Killy saying hi to the public.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so hello everyone. Welcome in. We are at season 6, episode 6, Filibuster, which is crazy. What a meaty episode. This is so good.
There's so much happening. There's like 4 storylines.
Totally. And we are really in the thick of park episodes now. Like I kept finding myself or hearing myself like repeating the lines, knowing all the lines of this episode, which is so fun because I feel like I haven't had that happen in a while.
Yeah, this is like a core memory episode for me. Like I can envision this episode very easily.
Yes, great way to put it. Core memory. Okay, so it aired November 14th, 2013. This was written by the amazing late great Harris Whittles, which we love. So exciting. If you're new here, we love Harris Whittles. We've done many a memoriam, if you will. So we're just sending out that praise because Harris is awesome. And then this was directed by Morgan Sackett, who we have seen also so many times. Maybe that's why this is a core memory episode, because these people have been with the show since the very, very beginning. Because a lot of, we talked about this a little bit, but a lot of people, writers, producers, whatever, in season 6 left, or new people came on, or, you know, whatever. So to see people that we've seen since season 1 is really amazing. And yeah, maybe why it's so good, such a good episode. But this one, but Morgan Sackett in particular, just a friendly reminder that he's a producer / writer. I mean, producer, I think he also writes, but producer / director as well on Veep. A lot of shows we love. The Good Place, Hacks, Loot, A Man on the Inside on Netflix, which you guys have to watch because that's with Ted Danson, another Sureverse show. Super fun. But anyways, so yeah, we've got a great team here today.
Oh yeah, it makes a lot of sense hearing these names of why like this episode feels the way it feels, like you were saying.
Totally, like familiar. Okay, well, I'm ready for a summary whenever you are.
Perfect. Leslie plans an amazing birthday party for Ben that they don't get to fully enjoy. Ron and Donna learn some things about each other. April and Andy reconnect, and Tom tries to impress his new girlfriend.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So many things. It's crazy.
So many things.
I'm glad Nadia came back.
Me too. Yeah, very cool that we got to see him reaping the rewards of all his awkwardness in the last episode.
Totally. So I started watching Orphan Black, which is the show that I was talking about last time, where she plays like 20 different characters, 10 different characters, whatever. And one of them is her character with the British accent. And now that I've seen her with the British accent, it's so hilarious to think of Tom doing a British accent to her.
Yeah.
And she's so good. She's a really good actress. I don't know if she did this on purpose, but I feel like in both, like, so she has to do a bunch of different accents, I feel, and she kind of like slips in the middle, like she'll like when she's doing her American accent, she kind of slips into British, and sometimes when she's doing British, she slips into American. And a part of me because she's trying to be like play those people, like she's trying to pretend to be somebody else, and so I don't know if she did this on purpose, where she's like, well, this person wouldn't be completely accurate, you know what I mean, because they're like faking it, you know, or if that was just a flub. But either way, it worked, and it's really interesting. It's on Netflix. That was so wild. Like after I said I didn't know where I would find it, I went to Netflix to watch something else, and I saw that it was coming on in like 2 days. Netflix was adding it, and I was like, did you hear me?
What is it about?
So it's about this gal who, well, long story short, and it is a little bit of a spoiler, but you figure it out in the first 3 episodes. It's a sci-fi thing where someone has cloned her, and so now there's like 5, we don't know how many, of her around the world or around the country, and right now they're all it's based in Canada, I think, so they're all based in Canada. And yeah, it starts out with her, like, what we think is like the first original or whatever girl is the British girl who is, like you're first introduced to. And then we're finding out that there's like 5, 6 other clones of her, and they're all from different backgrounds. They all are from different countries, or not all from different countries, but like, and she does a really good job of being subtle and making a difference for each individual person. So yeah, and it's a sci-fi moment, so I haven't gotten too far into it, but it's like they're thinking about blood samples and like how this person cloned, and now they're thinking that the person who cloned them originally is trying to kill them all, and how do we like get them to stop and all that kind of stuff. And then like she has a kid and boyfriends and all these things, and you're just like, oh my God, how do I do this? So it's really good.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah. So it's very also like early 2000s vibes, like you can tell.
Okay.
So I highly recommend.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, thanks for the tangent on that. Sorry, guys. Okay. So moving on to this episode, we start this with April getting ready for her Skype date, which I think this was pre-Zoom because Skype was such a huge deal in college. Do you remember that?
Yes. Oh, yeah. And in high school for me, like when we lived in China, that's how, if we wanted to see anyone in the States, that's how we saw each other.
Yeah. And also I remember, I can't remember which job it was, but I worked at a job where they used Skype as their Teams, like as their Slack. Like they messaged,
interesting. Okay.
instant messaged on Skype. And so Skype was huge. I don't know what happened with it, but Zoom came on the scene, I guess. And just,
I think Skype might have been bought by Microsoft.
oh yeah.
And is the platform now used for Teams.
Okay. That would make sense.
I think.
Or
because I got a voicemail the other day. Yeah, I got a voicemail the other day, and the way it happens is like if I get a call through work, like they call into Teams, and then they can leave a voicemail, and I'll get an email with the voicemail in there, and it says like provided by Skype or something at the bottom.
You're right. Oh my gosh. Yes. I just Googled it and you're right. Skype was bought by Microsoft in 2011.
Dang. Okay.
And that makes total sense. Cause I didn't even know that because that's why I guess my company used Skype for instant messaging. So now it's just like,
I never thought that information would be helpful. And here we are.
Here we are. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. So April's upset that Skype isn't working, which by the way, Skype was definitely, you never know if it was actually going to work. And then we hear music and April's trying to figure out where it's coming from. And Andy walks in person. This is so cute and so beautiful. He surprises her from London.
What a great job. Because I think a lot of times we sleep on Andy being a good partner.
I know.
And then he has these little moments, where he's just like, where he's really supportive, or he's like, it'd be a cool thing is if I landed and I told her to Skype me by the time I'd be at the office to surprise her. Like, because that took coordination.
That's true.
So.
Oh my gosh.
That's very, very sweet.
Very sweet. I love it so much. And I love that he knocks the computer over saying she won't ever need it again because he's there for 19 hours.
19 hours. That's rough.
I know.
That's rough to fly that many hours and get jet lagged and be there for not even a day.
I know. The fact that he didn't do that seems crazy to me, but usually I guess the first day is normal, and then the second day you're just like, oh God, how am I doing this? So
yeah, fair.
But
he won't even have time to realize.
Yeah, and I think it was really good writing that they kept him there for only 19 hours because they could kind of weave him into the story without having him be there for multiple episodes,
right,
while he needed to be filming other things.
Yeah. So. And he totally has Guardian's hair here, by the way. Totally. The new, like, highlighted blonde in the front.
Yes. Yeah. 100%. Okay, so now we're at a meeting. Also, the take a hike, Jerry, it's Larry now.
Larry.
Okay, take a hike.
Okay. Just goes with it.
Exactly. So yeah, we're at a meeting with the council people. Jam compliments Hauser, slightly racist, saying, "You look fly in that suit, brother." Yikes. And I laughed out loud at Hauser's reaction face, though, like looking down from his glasses. I was so enamored by Hauser. It was so funny.
He has some good reactions throughout the episode, like when when jam gets poured with the margarita, and like just when jam's being jam too.
Yeah, all of his facial expressions are exactly what the audience is thinking, I feel, which is so amazing that they did that for him. Side note, we did interview Yvonne's Jourdain. That's the actor that plays Hauser, and he is so awesome, and that was such a good interview. So definitely take a listen to that. I'll post it in the show notes. He's so sweet and so nice, but love it.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say Councilman Murray, or Milton rather. Milton was the one that we said Murray, I think, or something, but Milton was the one that we couldn't remember last time.
Oh, okay.
The old man.
Yeah, because Murray's the one in DC who looks like a robot.
Right. Oh my God, crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Jam is saying that the only people that should be able to vote for Leslie in the recall are citizens who have a Pawnee address, which, oh my gosh, this is absolutely a real voter suppression tactic, and especially now with the gerrymandering of the districts currently, Jam is such a bitch. This is such a shitty, skeezy move.
And the sad thing is just like the only reason he doesn't like her is because she does good and stops when he's trying to do something stupid.
Right.
And yeah, it's so frustrating.
Classic. Very illustrative of current affairs too.
Yeah.
Well, and then Hauser agrees with her, and which is great. Jam doesn't get his way at this moment, but Hauser agrees with her, and Leslie gets too excited and spills his drink, and it's so cute. Actually, I think they did great together, him and Amy. I just get really excited when you like me.
Yeah. Yeah, which checks out because we've seen that in the past, like before she was a councilwoman.
Yeah,
like
totally.
She just had a lot of respect for him.
That's so true. Yeah, and I mean, I know that his character is meant to come off as the very, like, straight-laced, I'm following the rules kind of thing. So I know that Jam and Leslie, that he knows that Jam and Leslie have this feud situation going on. So I think it's nice when Hauser can step in as the chairperson and be like, yeah, you're right. Let's just put a pin in this until we're done with the recall.
Yeah. Smart. I think that's fair.
Me too. Yeah, and I just love their dynamic. I think it's cute.
Yeah.
So Ben and Leslie are now talking. They're walking into her office. She's really frustrated about it, about Jam's whole tactic thing. I love her little moment. Those are my votes. Give me those votes. I want them.
It reminded me so much of Bobby Newport.
Oh yeah.
I want it. Give it to me. Give it to me.
It would be so cool if you just let me have it.
Yeah.
I love that. And then this is where Ben asks Leslie if she wants to squeeze in one more practice sesh. And it is so precious. I love this so much. Leslie is throwing Ben his dream birthday party at a roller rink. And she takes out her skates, and his face is so serious. Like he is so ready for this to happen.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
He cracks me up.
I know. And then this early 90s theme, which is hilarious because I was definitely thinking about this even before they talk about it later in the show. But I was like, of course, because he loves REM.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense. And I like that they have this talking head. And I feel like that he says, everybody has a thing. And my thing is roller skates. I like a woman in skates. And I think this was before the word kink was like used in public media almost. Or like, and I was like, that's your kink. It's not just your thing. It's your kink.
Yeah.
Everybody has a kink.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
I love that. It's so funny.
Ben.
But yeah, it is pretty innocuous as far as kinks go. So
yeah,
that makes sense.
Sure.
But not to shame anyone. Nobody's is insane unless you're like hurting someone non-consensually. Okay, so now we're at the roller rink, and before we get into everyone's outfits, I believe from my research, I wanted to do a little bit of a location breakdown. I believe this is at a place called Northridge Skateland, which is now closed, but it was the same skating rink as the one in The Office, where Andy says to play Dave Matthews, deep hits only.
Yep. Yeah. I actually looked up to see if they were recorded around the same time because there's so much overlap between the crews that like I could totally see them like trying to back it. But no, the New Year's resolutions is the episode. that it's in The Office, and that was in 2011. So 2 years off.
Gotcha.
But
yeah. Well, I was thinking, because there's this other one, I think, that we've talked about before, or maybe I've talked about it, I don't know. But there's this other roller skating rink in Glendale, California, also in the Valley, kind of, that I think it's called Moonlight Roller Rink or something like this. And so many places have filmed there, because it's really cute and colorful and like 80s vibes, and a lot of, you'll like recognize it. Almost, I think Modern Family shot there, like a lot of people shot there. And so I thought it might be that, but this one is different. This one is in like the heart of the Valley in Northridge. But anyway, oh yeah, and then I forgot that, because when I saw the picture of it, I was like, oh, this is where Dwight like takes his skates and skates across to this strip club.
yeah, so funny.
But there are pictures. The reason that I confirmed this is because there are pictures of the sign Skateland on the website, and it's exactly the same as the font and everything for when the show. Parks has a sign that says Pawnee Skateland, so they just superimposed Pawnee in front of the Skateland that was already there, and it's like the same everything. But I did do a little bit of a research moment where it closed in 2020 because of the pandemic, sadly. So it is no longer there. However, well, it's no longer skating there. However, this was sold to the Hope of the Valley Rescue Mission, which is a homeless bridge housing facility that helps unhoused people in the Valley of Los Angeles with job resources. It has a rehab facility, beds, and it was actually named the Trebek Center after Alex Trebek of Jeopardy, because he donated a huge amount, largely, to the project. And I think that's really cool. So I'm going to post those links that I found that information in the show notes, and you guys can support it, donate, do whatever you need to do. They always are looking for volunteers and things like that. But I'm glad that it's actually something good now, because I feel like a lot of the times when I've found a location that's no longer there, it's just kind of abandoned. There's nothing really there anymore. So I'm glad that it's being used for good.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. So April came as a pilgrim for the 1690s, not regular 90s, 1990s.
Yeah, Leslie should have known to specify that for April.
Right. But listen, that's probably her kink too, so. Donna looks so good and so fashionable. I'm obsessed with her outfit.
Yeah, she's great.
So good.
So many layers to that outfit.
Mm-hmm. Anne is Blossom, which was a TV show, of course. Tom is Crisscross, which is super cool and hilarious. I love his inflection on his little moment when he says, talking about going to the bathroom, I had to pull my pants all the way down like a toddler. Oh my God, that's so funny.
So much. Oh my gosh.
So this is where we get to Nadia being here, and they've been hanging out until she leaves for her, quote, stupid vacation, even though it's not a vacation at all.
Not at all.
And it's just been a week so far. But I love this analogy that she says she's in the NBA and I work at a muffler store next to the stadium. I love that metaphor so much.
I do too. I know. But I feel like Tom doesn't give himself enough credit.
Yeah.
Like he's down on himself. Like, yeah, she's cool and she's pretty, but like the growth he's had over these 6 seasons, like he ran a successful business.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's funny.
Yeah.
He's not sleazy Tom anymore. We haven't seen sleazy Tom in a long time.
That's true.
So I feel like he needs to give himself a little bit more credit.
Right. He's definitely not at Nadia's lead, but that's also my hang up. I don't think any men are as good as women. So
this stems from my own issues. But
so you are correct, or he is correct that he works at the muffler store next door. He could be a good looking worker at the muffler store, but she is in the NBA. But I think their banter here is so good. The, going pro as a skee ball master, stupid vacation for Rwanda, like talking about all that. It's just like really cute and really datey, I feel, which is very precious to see, because I don't think that we've seen that for a while for Tom, and I know he's been looking for that. So it's really cute to see, and how like fast they keep going, like back and forth. They can really volley with each other. I think that's really sweet.
Yeah. Good
Okay.
chemistry.
Yeah, great chemistry.
I also didn't. I was going to ask you. I did a little bit of looking up. Did Did you like go rollerblading as a kid? Was that like part of your childhood at all? Like, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because I feel like it doesn't exist anymore.
No, it doesn't really. I know. Yeah, we went all the time. Birthday parties were had there. I think it was up until like the end of middle school, high school, not so much. It started kind of fading out. There was a huge, I mean, it was definitely big in like 70s and 80s, I think. And I don't, I should look up, what that whole, why that was a thing. But yeah, it was a big deal here, and they still have them around. But they're definitely not, something that you do a lot of the times on the weekends.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very interesting. I thought it might be a Midwest thing, just because I haven't seen them any like in Boston or here.
Yeah.
And I looked it up, and it's claimed to have been created in Minnesota.
Oh,
so like
interesting.
highly big in the U.S., but still like it was national. It was huge nationally in the 90s. It said so that like fits. But yeah, I did rollerblading in PE.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, very interesting. Like you could pick the four, like the square, where you had a wheel on all four parts of your shoe, or you could do the roller, like the ones in a line. I can't remember. Inline, maybe is what they're called.
Yeah, inline skating. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
But blading, I always call it that too. And yeah, it was such a big cultural phenomenon. I mean, there were like movies about it. I mean, if you remember the Disney Channel original movie Brink, hello?
Yeah.
Incredible. Yeah, and there was always some sort of like fun additive whenever there was a birthday party or something. And even in Stranger Things, when it was based in the 80s, Stranger Things is a period piece technically, and they had skating in it. And so, I mean, yeah, it was a huge deal. In fact, in my like little small town, that was like the place to go, because it used to be also a dance hall. Mine used to be a dance hall as well as a skating rink. So it was just like the fun outing clubbing moment for small towns, I feel.
Yeah.
I know. I've seen it in Nashville. Nashville has one in particular that I'm thinking of that people still go to. It's not like as busy, obviously, but yeah, they're still out there.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
I'll have to find one someday.
I know. That'd be fun. Let's see. Oh, and that one in Glendale. I'm sorry, I keep talking about this, but that one in Glendale, I definitely have been to. And I went when I lived in LA for like up until 2014. We went sometimes with my coworkers just as a fun like moment. So like we were still and it was busy there. So, but maybe that's just because there's more people in LA. But like it's still around, but it's definitely not like a thing you do, like the first choice weekend activity.
Yeah.
But anyway. Let's see. Oh, now Ron finds out that there's a hunting game, and him and Donna are playing together, but sadly Ron is really terrible at this hunting game. I love that he says he's not a sore loser, but then proceeds to explain how exactly what a sore loser is. I prefer to win, and when I don't win, I get furious. I love that.
Oh, Ron.
And then April asks Andy about work, and Andy says he's like the Chuck Norris of crushing documents, but they don't really talk too much about it, which we'll obviously get into a little bit later. I love her this was one of my first moments when I was memorizing lines. When she says, "Prove it," I was like mouthing that along with her. I totally remember that. I love that. They're so cute together. I love seeing them grow together. It's precious.
So cute.
So Ben is mad that the REM albums are not the ones he wants. Like, I love that. What the F? I love his upset, that it's not what is this, a mid-90s party? No, it's an early 90s party. God, REM
I bet Leslie did not specify that in her invitations. Like early 90s.
That's true. I wonder. Or if she did.
I'm sure it's just the 90s.
If she did, I would bet that she did, but even if she didn't, like, I feel like as a DJ, you're just like, okay, REM was in the early 90s too, so who cares? I'm not going to be as specific. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Very fair.
I don't know if you remember, but REM was so big. I absolutely remember REM playing. Even my dad had a cassette tape of REM in our car, in our truck, our little truck that he had. I don't know why that's a core memory for me, but Losing My
that's funny.
Religion was absolutely on it.
Yeah.
It was such a big deal. And then I remember like in the early 2000s or whatever, or maybe it was the late 90s, like Ben is saying, the End of the World as We Know It came out, and that
Yeah.
was like such a hit. Oh my God. Even kids my age were singing it.
Huge.
And man, REM was such a vibe. Such a vibe.
Yeah.
So good. Did you
Agreed.
listen to him? Or do you remember them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, not like, I don't have like a core memory, but I definitely, like, my dad listened to everything.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Connor and I listened to everything. So I definitely know these songs.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Leslie and Ben look so freaking cute. I can't even stand it. Her in her overalls and him in his layers of, his hoodie and his button down moment flannel thing, which doesn't look too far off from what he always wears in his off days. I feel like that's totally normal for him.
Yeah. He already survives in that
world
sphere of,
Yeah, and I also love that they have so many great couples costumes. When I saw this, I also was reminded of when they go to Grizzle and she's wearing like glasses and a hat and he's wearing like a cardigan, and I was like, oh my God, that would be a really fun couples costumes. I feel no non-Parks fan would understand it, but it would be fun for the people doing it.
Yeah.
By the way, Ben is wearing a Toad the Wet Sprocket t-shirt, and that band had a lot of big hits in the 90s, so just an FYI.
Good to know. I had no idea what that shirt was for.
Yeah, and it's a total callback to him wearing Letters to Cleo. Like, I think that this is I don't know if they did this on purpose, but like this is just who Ben is, like who he's already been set up as, I feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this makes total sense that this is the theme for his birthday party.
Yeah. Yep. They're just leaning into it.
Yeah. And I love that they're doing this in their 30s too, like almost 40s. I think this is a really fun, like keeping yourself having a fun and joyful time for your birthday and not getting too serious. I love that.
Yeah. Agreed.
I also love this because I was going to point out too that Adam Scott was such a heartthrob in the 90s, and so was Rob Lowe. They were both acting in the early 90s, and so it's just like kind of a meta moment where, like, I don't know if you guys remember, but Adam Scott was on Boy Meets World. That was in 1995, early 90s, and he played such a stud. He wore like a chain and baggy pants and like a leather / suede looking jacket, tough guy. I loved it. And then Rob Lowe, of course, is Rob Lowe. Like, he is an 80s, 90s superstar. Are you kidding me? Like, sex magnet, heartthrob guy. And that's actually so hilarious that they were all like actually early 90s fame. You know what I mean? Which, side note, so when Rob Lowe comes in when Chris comes in during their synchronized dance situation, he's dressed in all denim. And I was like, oh my God, that's so funny. That's totally like what he wore in the early 90s. And I forgot about, / didn't really know too much about the movie Outsiders. Did you ever watch that movie?
No, but I've heard of it.
Okay, of course. Yeah. So yeah, he was in that movie with Patrick Swayze, Tom Cruise, Matt Dillon, Emilio Estevez from The Breakfast Club, and Martin Sheen's son. But the pictures are so great, and that's like totally his outfit. He was wearing like a denim, like clad moment and flannel shirt, and his name in the movie, I did not know this part, that his name in the movie was Soda Pop.
Nice.
And the reason I think is because, I mean, well, all kids, not all, but a lot of kids have, their nicknames and things like that. But I didn't realize that it was a movie about, gangs, if you will. Gang it in quotes, I guess. But yeah, I just thought that was so funny. It was like the greasers and the socks is what they're called. And I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta watch this movie. I have to relive this moment. It's gonna be so fun.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But anyway,
That's
I
awesome.
just thought that was a really funny moment that they're all already 90s studs and now they're just celebrating that moment.
Yes. Yeah, reliving the glory days.
Right.
In a way.
Okay, do you have anything before we get into the filibuster itself?
No, that's my next note.
Okay, so Chris is saying they have a problem. His name is Jeremy Jam, and they have untabled the discussion about the voting rights situation. And I had written, this is a side note, kind of, but I had written that I really liked her birthday skates, the purple ones. And it turns out that this brand of roller skate is called Moxie, and they are super popular, super fun looking. I looked them up, and they have such cool designs. I'll link them in the show notes because they are so fun. And I thought maybe they were like, some brand that has stuck around since like the 1990s or 1980s or something. Yeah. But they actually started in like 2011.
Oh, okay.
And I will say San Diego and LA, and a lot of places, but especially like, as far as I know anyway, a lot of sunshiny places like San Diego and LA are very popular for their roller skating, like roller skating along the beach and like dope ass routines of roller skating. You know what I mean? Like they have synchronized dances and they're so good. I was on Skate Talk for a while watching lots of TikTok videos with like these skaters that just look so graceful and elegant and cool and vibey, and that's what I think of when I see these roller skates. They're so cool.
Yeah, I really like them. I like her whole outfit.
Me too. It's so cute.
She's got like 3 different buttons for New Kids on the Block.
Yes, I wrote that down too. I was like, what is NKOTB? Of course, New Kids on the Block.
Yes.
Love
so
that.
Good.
Yeah, and I feel like buttons were a huge deal
huge.
In the early 90s. Yeah, on backpacks.
Yeah, when I was a kid.
Hats.
Yeah, I had them on all my bags.
Yeah, totally. And that was a thing, I feel like a punk rock situation as well. So, yeah, buttons were cool. So anyhow, she will not yield her time. So now she is going to have a filibuster. I love this. Ben is so turned on. This is like a crazy sex fantasy for me. She's on skates doing something political. It's so funny.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the perfect storm. I also love that he's not like whining over in the corner, like, which is very easy to do and honestly would be like a very human and appropriate reaction of like, well, shit, this is how we're going to spend my birthday now.
Yeah.
But no, he's like standing there strong, like ready to back her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love it too. Cause I think he has an interest in this too. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, also back at the roller rink, there's a cute little slideshow, and that picture is totally him in the 90s, like 100%. And then there's a sign that says, Wyatt Ben can't jump. And I was like, I don't know that I had ever really seen that reference before, but I looked it up, and it is a reference to the 1992 movie White Men Can't Jump, which apparently is playing on, his nerdy characteristics. But if you've seen the movie poster, you'll recognize it, because to be truthful, I didn't really know from the name. I totally spaced on it. But when I looked at the movie poster, I was like, oh yeah, of course. It's Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes is in it. It's a basketball movie. And they're kind of like rivals, but they're also not. Yeah, anyway, so I just thought that was a really interesting detail that they made a play on words for that.
I'm sure somebody had a bunch of fun doing those kinds of things.
100%. Totally. I just love all of their little details about the 90s. They really sprinkled that in so well, I think, with the costumes and the pictures and the buttons and everything. And the music. Yeah. Okay. So now Tom is playing skee ball and he's really bad at it, trying to win Nadia this bear. And again, their banter is so good as far as like telling on him and then saying like, you're a doctor, snitches get stitches. I just think it's so cute.
Yeah. Yeah, very natural. Like, I think even for just the actors, very natural chemistry.
Yeah, very natural. That's a really good way to put it. Side note, that roller rink worker is the lovely Joe Mandy, who also acted on Modern Family and a bunch of other things, but now he's a writer on Hacks, Emmy Award and nominated. He also acts in Hacks a couple times too, but he was a writer on Parks at the time as well, and he's the one that always watches movies on his phone. Like, I'm watching Iron Man right now. Bailiff! So now we're back at the filibuster, and Leslie is talking about how she voted at 5 years old. Her cat Pancakes won because she had more funding. What are you going to do?
Which is funny because I'm sure Leslie was the only one voting.
Right, exactly.
So
I love
She's
that she
just
gave that
preparing
in
herself
detail
for
too.
disappointment.
Right.
Yeah.
She gave that as a detail for her when she was only 5 years old as well, which is not something that a
Yes.
5-year-old normally thinks about.
Very true.
Love that. I also love, because I feel like we do this regardless of if you're trying to have a filibuster or not, but I love that she's like, how long have I been talking? 3 hours? No, 8 minutes.
8 minutes, yeah.
Oh my God.
That goes either way for me.
What do you
Like,
mean?
sometimes I'm speaking, I give a presentation or something, and I'm like, that was for sure just 2 minutes. It's like, it's been 10. I'm like, oh, damn it. The 3 minutes is the limit.
Right. Oh my God. You know what? Now that you say that, I've done that with music. Like if I'm playing a show and they'll say like, oh, plan for 30 minutes or something. And I do. And then it's over so fast. And I'm like, how? Oh my gosh. That's so
Yeah.
true. It's crazy how it changes when you're in front of people.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, even when we do our voice memos, I feel like at the end, I'm like, okay, that was a solid 30, 40 minutes, an hour and a half.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
That's so true. That's so true. I love that Milton can't get his crackers open, just playing on the old man stereotype. That's funny.
Yeah. And he hands them to Hauser, who's just like ready to help him.
Mm-hmm.
So sweet.
I know. This is where I noticed that Leslie has a button that says I love NKOTB. And I was like, oh my God, of course. Okay, so then Ben is citing the rules for a filibuster. So the rules for Pawnee is that she can't lean on anything for support, she can't have the audience help her, and she has to talk the whole time. 3 strikes and she's done. So we will see later in the show how she gets to 2 strikes at least, which, yeah. And I'm sure there are many different rules, but I did some light research on a Senate filibuster.
Oh, okay.
And there are quite a few debates about whether filibustering is good or bad. Currently, it's been kind of used for bad things, but I'll just tell you what I found. So obviously this topic has a lot of layers, but I'll just say that what I found boils it down a tiny bit. So if there are more things to learn, obviously let me know, but also know that I am not an expert on this. But anyway, so in 1801, Thomas Jefferson actually had something called the previous question motion. Remember that, which allowed the Senate to stop the debate and move to a vote. And originally, it was more of a debate. It was like right now we're thinking of it as just one person speaking, like Leslie's doing now, and like Cory Booker did recently. But apparently, it was more so of a debate. So like, think Jefferson and Hamilton in the cabinet battle. Like that's what I think what it used to be kind of. And then that just went on forever and ever and ever and ever. Unless George Washington was there to step in and be like, hey, stop. Yeah. Although some historians say that they're not even sure if this previous question rule was used that often, but when it was, it went on for a long time. And then here comes Aaron Burr in 1806, removing this rule. He removed the previous question rule for some reason, which scholars are still unclear on and still debate on, but it sounds like it was kind of by accident. He was just like, and by accident, I mean, it was by accident that now the filibuster is a tactic used to delay voting on something. I think he was just thinking it would be more efficient, but this guy is always messing things up, like, accidentally.
Yeah, I was going to say, sounds very Burr-esque.
Yeah, totally. Ugh, this guy. Anyway, so then we fast forward to the civil rights movement in the like 50s and 60s, and this filibuster was used as a tactic to delay voting on civil rights for Black people, which was obviously abhorrent. And that actually was, going back to history, I just mentioned Cory Booker. Cory Booker just broke the record for the dude who held the longest filibuster on the Senate floor for not voting on Civil Rights Act because he didn't believe that Black people should have full rights. Literally despicable. But technically they could do that because this motion from the literal 1800s was not illegal. It was still in there. So
Right.
now, evidently, in modern times, it's actually easier because just the threat of a filibuster is enough to block a bill. Because if they hear that someone's going to do that or wants to do that, then a lot of times they'll just be like, okay, well, we're just not going to vote on it because someone's about to filibuster, which is ridiculous. But now to end a filibuster, the Senate has to vote, and that's the only formal mechanism to end the filibuster. It's through invoking something called cloture, CLOTURE, which limits further debate and allows the Senate to proceed on a vote no matter what. And that came from Woodrow Wilson. And so technically, the history of the filibuster is bad, and some people are fighting to abolish it, essentially because it was used for really bad things. They were basically just like, well, I don't want to vote on this, so I'm just going to talk and talk and talk for 100 years so that we never have to vote on Black people having solid rights. And finally, people, I think, eventually voted to stop this filibuster. But for Leslie right now, she is using it for good.
Yes.
Because she is fighting for voter rights, and it should not be a thing. To have voter suppression. Side note, the word comes from the Spanish word filibustero, and the Dutch, I don't know how to say this word, I'm so sorry, but it's vrybuiter, maybe? Vribuiter, which both means pirate or freebooter, which is kind of funny to me because, they're basically pirating everyone's time, stealing everyone's time. And so that's where that word came from. But yeah, so that's and I'll post a link if you guys want to read more about it, of where I found all of this. But I thought that was an interesting little breakdown of what a filibuster actually is and how it can actually be kind of harmful. But for Leslie, she's using it for good.
Yeah, what feels more harmful to me is in this situation is the fact that Jam can just call this out when they had agreed to table it until after the election, the recall.
Right.
Yeah,
and I don't know how the other council members did that. What did they just agree?
I know
that
he might have had the majority with Milton and Dexhart.
That's fair. That's true. Good call.
But still, I think. Yeah, it's just crazy to me. This is how
corruption happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why does he care so much about this? It's
I know.
So silly.
I know. And he has a gong, which makes it even more annoying. Oh my God, are you freaking kidding me?
So annoying.
Yeah, Jam does a really good job in it. And by Jam, I mean Sean Glazer does a really good job in this episode of oh my God,
gosh, yeah.
Stop talking.
I hate you. Yeah.
Yeah. Ben is so sad about Leslie taking her skates off, which is hilarious.
I know. She's using her first strike, and yeah.
I just love his acting there. It's so childish and cute. Oh man.
So childish. Yeah. Yeah. I love it.
But yes, that's her first strike, sitting down. And we'll get to the second strike a little bit later. So Anne wants to buy the bear that she sees at the ticket counter for $50 because she doesn't have 2.5 weeks to play arcade games, which is fair.
She's like, let's pretend I'm an adult.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that we see this boss as a teenager, older than Joe Mandy, of course, or Morris. Oh my God, I love when shows do that. I think Modern Family used that too. It was so funny. Tuck in your shirt.
I thought it was hilarious.
I love it. I love it so much. Calling him Mr. Bonderman too, calling him an authority name with the Mr. is hilarious.
Yeah, I can't.
Because Morris is already such a nerdy, weirdo.
Yeah.
To see him say, nothing, Mr. Bonderman, is fine. Mr. Bonderman has the character name of Zach, by the way. That's his first name. And so that must be what Mike Schur came up with, or somebody. And he is played by the actor Alex Calloway. It looks like he did a lot of shorts and projects when he was younger. I'm not sure if he's still acting, but he did a great job. And I would definitely watch more of this relationship between him and Morris. That would be so hilarious to me.
Oh, yeah. That would have been really funny.
So Ron and Donna are playing their hunting game still. I love Ron's ninja karate stance when he loses. He tells Donna to step back and he gets really angry, getting ready to punch the machine. Yeah, and I don't know, have you ever played those games? I've never played the hunting game, I don't think.
No. No, my mom is like not about guns. My dad didn't really like grow up with it.
Mm-hmm.
And so like those hunting games, definitely
Yeah.
not a thing. Connor never had like, he played Call of Duty and stuff, but he never had like some games, and some people buy like the video game guns. So
Mm,
you can still walk around and like, but you're also shooting with a real gun. Like he never had anything like that.
gotcha.
So I don't know if we just didn't want to because we weren't exposed to it, or if it was just like,
Yeah.
we're not allowed to.
Right. I would say the closest thing I had was Duck Hunters on Nintendo. We used to play that a lot at my grandpa's house because that was like the thing that the kids did there. And I don't know if it relates at all to like culture because we always had guns and hunters in the family. You know what I mean? But I don't think that really mattered so much as that it was a Nintendo game and like, it was something
Fair.
that could, keep us going. But I don't know really. Anyway, so I never played the arcade game like what they're playing. In fact, I don't even know if I've ever seen that. So I definitely did play arcade games at like Pizza Hut had oh my gosh, do you remember, was it called Tekken? Do you remember Tekken?
Mm-mm.
It was like a fighting game,
yes.
and you could pick your character, and I always picked the girl who looked like super badass. She kind of looked like Harley Quinn, and she had like an Australian accent, and I loved that.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Anyways, okay. So Andy has to leave, and he thinks that they aren't looking at the same moons because they aren't in the same place. That's such a funny line.
So funny.
Like there has to be two different moons.
Yeah, obviously.
So then April sees him jump out and get in a dumpster after he leaves her in the cab. And I'm just thinking that's funny that he got in the dumpster. Why didn't he just run somewhere? I guess maybe so he could hide from her. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
no idea.
And okay, so then we get back to the roller skating rink. And I will say it's kind of weird that Nadia acts so butthurt in this way, saying like, you're pretty much offering me garbage. I don't know. That seemed weird to me at first. And she was like, let's just skate. But then they come up with a game about it, so it's not that terrible. But Tom is just really upset because he's holding on to this, like being the thing that, she's going to remember him by.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that, that sucks. But I don't know. It was a weird vibe for me for Nadia to be like, no, that's not good enough.
I agree. I think it felt weird for me because we saw this vulnerable moment at the beginning of the episode from him that he feels so below her.
Yeah.
That like he's really trying to do something that's going to make him memorable. And when she kind of just offhandedly is like, well, I think it kind of felt like, well, I guess I'll just forget you. It's fine.
Right.
Kind of thing.
That's true.
So, yeah. So I agree. I was definitely like, okay, not what I would have said.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same page. Okay. So now Donna and Ron are going real hunting. And this funny line of, do you have a license? Because you need a license to hunt at night. You know I don't give a beep.
Yeah, I love that they started laughing together.
Me too.
Like it's so cute. Like, I feel like when you really sit down and think about it, Donna and Ron make sense. Like, they're both no nonsense. They both, are like alpha males, like alpha and female, like. So it makes sense, but we don't get a lot of Ronna. Yes.
Ronna.
We don't get Ronna moments.
I love
that.
And
I love it.
Yeah.
So I'm super stoked about this.
Yes, I agree. I think it's great that they're getting some time together. And we see it a little bit more later on, like when Donna is dating, is it Joe?
Joe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a little moment, imparting wisdom, and a couple times too when Donna has like you said, they're both no nonsense, like when Donna said to him, this is Chris Traeger, like when Chris was trying to change all the stuff and he was like, you need to get your shit together. I really like that, but I feel like it's mostly been about like when both of them are trying to give advice or say like, no, this is what it is, and so to see them just have fun together and be friends, that's really lovely.
Yeah.
I love it too.
I love it.
They do have at least orange reflecting vests on, so at least they're trying to do something safety-wise. Ron's about safety for the most part, so that's good.
For real. I think he probably had those in his car.
Yeah, and he might have a license too. Who knows? I feel like he would. Maybe not, because he doesn't want it to be tracked or recorded anywhere. Never mind.
Yeah, and when he's at his own cabin in his head, that's his own property.
Correct. So now back at the filibuster, Leslie is now doing a Reagan impression. Oh my gosh. I wanted to play, there's a deleted scene where she does other voices, and it's really funny to me. Hang on, I'll just play this really fast.
Okay.
Take it from my friend Jack Nicholson. Here's voting rights. Not gonna get in the way of your voting rights.
You guys hear the thing about voting rights?
I am not a crook.
But why are you worrying about that, my pretty? Leslie.
She's doing voices. How fun. And deeply troubling.
Yeah, she's lost it.
It's so funny.
So she's gone.
Her evil
unhinged.
witch was really good.
I agree. I think it was
that
great.
was a good one.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So
Here
I was
for it.
really happy with Leslie being all of her characters, like SNL vibes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Very SNL vibes. Yeah.
So now it's hot in there because Jam turned up the heat to smoke her out. How is that not illegal? How is that
So
not
rude.
a strike
Yeah.
on them?
What the heck? Yeah, absolutely should be.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I hate him.
Me too. Did you see that there's a continuity error where Hauser's suit jacket is on the back of his chair, but then it cuts and he's wearing it?
No, I did not. I missed that.
Well, I didn't notice it until I looked it up because IMDb, if you're ever bored, has goofs. They call it goofs, and it's right underneath the trivia thing. And I like continuity errors. I think it's really fun to pinpoint, but with the research of this show, I'm always like, there's more important things to talk about, whatever. But for some reason, I just felt like, let me go see, did they really do that? And then I watched it and I was like, oh my God, I love that. It's so funny to me. And by funny, I just mean it's so interesting to see how they cut different portions together, and you don't really know as an audience member a lot of the time. Sometimes you see it, but I just like seeing how the sausage is made, I guess.
Yeah. No, that's a cool behind the scenes.
Okay. Then she starts talking about birthday cake, and she is basically useless until she eats birthday cake. I love that she compares it to voting rights. Layers, delicious, chocolate, and I want some.
Yeah.
I really related a lot to Leslie's chaotic inner monologue just coming out. You know?
Yeah, we are all getting to live inside her brain during this. That's what's happening. I do the same thing. I'll just randomly be like, or we'll be watching something and there'll be a birthday party and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's what I want now.
Yeah.
Birthday cake.
Exactly.
Dang it.
Okay, so citizens of former Eagleton are now there. They are there to support Leslie for supporting democracy/voting rights. And the guy who is leading the charge has a character name of Glenn with 2 N's, just as an FYI. And last name is Fergiolio. I don't know. Furgiolio. Fergiolio, I guess. This is so funny. But he's played by the actor Craig Stepp, and he has been in a lot of things: Modern Family, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, This Is Us, NCIS, The Practice. I mean, so many things, lots of cool stuff. He also has a modeling and hosting agent, which I love as an Eagletonian. Of course you'd be modeling and hosting.
Of course.
I could see him doing that. And I did reach out to him. We have been in talks. He's trying to figure out how to work voice memo or get some sort of voice memo situation going on. So we'll be able to hear from him maybe next time.
Very cool.
He's great. He did a great job with this, and I love his line later, which we'll talk about of, well, you can't. It happened when Chris wants to take the hug back.
Yes.
It's so
That's
funny.
exactly the moment that stayed with me.
Right. Second wind. When she sees the people come in. I love that. That was another line that I remembered and was mouthing along with her, saying out loud with her. So Andy's little line too, when April's like, get out, we need to talk. And he's like, about what? Totally unknowing of what is going on. I mean, well, he's acting like he is. He knows what's going on.
Yeah.
But I thought that was really funny. He just tried to act aloof.
Yeah. So funny. Oh, Andy.
Oh, Andy. Let's see. So Ron and Donna are hanging out now, eating what they've killed because they were on their hunting trip. And Ron is still upset because he wants to go back and play that video game, which I get it. I totally get it. You want to check something off your list and make sure that you can accomplish it. Makes sense.
Yep, absolutely. I'm here for it.
And
I love that. Like Donna's like totally about this. Like she comes across very like fancy, wants the expensive stuff, drives the Mercedes, but she's not afraid to go out and hunt with Ron, and she's going to eat the food they caught right there.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, just saying how much her and Ron have in common, I think, in different ways, but yeah, totally. Yeah, and I feel like now he has proved that he can do the real thing, so now he needs to go prove that he can do the fake thing.
Yeah.
Also, side note, I thought it was really funny that they were eating it already, because I feel like deer usually needs to be like cut and dried and drained and all that kind of stuff, and they do not do that. So I don't know. In my head, I'm thinking maybe they caught something smaller that you don't have to like do all of that with. I guess you could do that without doing
they would have to be out there forever though.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I'm gonna say that they caught something smaller than a deer, maybe.
Yeah, I agree.
In my head. Anyway, so then Chris is talking to the Eagletonians, and they're saying they won't vote for her. They actually want to vote for an Eagletonian to represent their needs. This is so sucky. I hate it, because Leslie is representing their needs. What are you saying?
I completely agree with you. I think for me, it's like, we'll vote for her, and then she's fighting for your right to vote in the next election, and you can pick an Eagletonian.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It made me so mad. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Ugh. Anyway. So
she's fighting for you. So she'd fight for you in the council as well. So
yeah, I agree. I mean, I understand in a way, because they have probably or maybe heard of seen Leslie's like distaste for them beforehand. But I feel like at that meeting where they were merging, she made it very clear that we, have to do this because this is not have to, but like this is the right thing to do. And we have to be there for our neighbor. And look, I don't love it either, but there are friends and neighbors, so let's like do the right thing here for morality, and for people are going to lose their jobs if we don't do this. So like all that to say, I think that it doesn't make sense to me that she literally saved them and now they're not going to vote for her.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
I'm with you.
So anyhow, Ben passes her a note to say that Eagletonians aren't going to vote for her because he wants to tell her, so that she can make her decision about what to do. And this is also another continuity error. So, which I did not notice at all because it's so fast. But so they're on the side of the audience, throwing the paper at her. And then when she looks up from the paper and the Eagletonians cheer, they're back in their seats where they originally were. And I was like, oh my God. I thought that was funny to see too, because how'd they get over there? How?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But I think they did it well. I mean, I don't know for sure, but like it was so fast, first of all. But secondly, you're really paying attention to the crowd. You're not really paying attention to where Chris and Ben are sitting. So it's not that big of a deal. But it is really interesting to look at all the puzzle pieces.
Yeah.
But this is where Leslie is so beautiful and wonderful. She decides to keep going, even though they aren't going to vote for her, because it's bigger than her and no one prevents people from voting in her town. And that is so nice. And well, not just nice. It's not a nice thing to do. It's just like the right thing to do. Like she is her moral compass is right where it needs to be, because it's really important for people to have their voices heard, and she knows that. And I love that when she's talking out loud, that's what the conclusion that she comes to, saying that it's bigger than her. It's not just about voting for me, it's about voting in general, because if you can suppress my right now, who's to say that you wouldn't be able to do that later?
Right.
So anyhow, okay, do you have anything before we get to JJ's with Andy and April?
No.
Okay. So now we're at JJ's, and I love this where he says that he's like an old has-been, Chuck Norris, which is true. About Chuck Norris, not Andy.
Yeah.
April is also wonderful here too, because she is proving her partnership is so, lovely, and she loves him so much. And she says, the secret that we're all aware of right now, and something to remind everyone of, I feel that no one knows really what they're doing it. We're all just faking it until we figure it out. And I love that Andy, you can see that he has never even considered that. He just thinks everyone knows what they're doing because they seem like they know what they're doing. And that's where April's like, because we're just faking it. We're having some sort of confidence, but I don't really know. We're just trying our best, Yeah. And I love that. I really feel like you, in relationships, you need someone to say that. Like not only the faking it part, but the part where, she says, you're awesome and everyone else sucks. And I feel like you really need somebody. And that's not just romantic relationships. I feel like that goes for friendships too, maybe even coworker relationships, whatever. Sometimes you really need someone to say, like, you're doing awesome because you're awesome and everyone else is terrible. And it's just like, it's such a boost of confidence for you in that moment. And especially when it's true. Like if if the people really do suck and like, it's not really on you. You know what I mean? Like you're trying your best. I remember the reason I'm saying that is because I remember when I was unemployed and applying for 9,000 jobs, and my friend, Erin, actually, who has been on this podcast, said that to me. I was like, it makes me wonder if maybe I'm not as like skilled as I need to be, because for some reason I'm not getting a job, even though I have experience and I have the education and all the things. And she was like, no, you are awesome and everyone else is stupid and job applying is stupid and this is not on you. And I was like, okay, thank you. And it gave me that momentum to keep going.
Yeah.
So it's really nice when someone can do that for you. And I love seeing April doing it for Andy.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, another one of these really sweet moments where we get to see their relationship working outside of their weird compatibilities, like them actually supporting each other and having real conversation.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's so nice. So back at the filibuster, we have 30 minutes to go. Leslie doesn't have that much longer. And Jam is now making margaritas. What the F?
How? Like how? Also, in a government building, can they have margaritas?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like it's more of just the picture of it, not the like what it represents.
No, I know. Yeah. But just like, but for me, like the logistics of like, has that been sitting in your office and you went and grabbed it? Like, how'd that get there?
Yeah, that's a good question. Can you have alcohol, or can you be drinking alcohol in a government property? A lot of times you cannot, as far as I am aware, but they have,
especially as an employee,
right? Maybe it's like after. If you're off the clock or something, somebody in government help me, because whoever's listening, because they drank beer and stuff with Mark in the courtyard.
Yeah, but remember, I don't know if that was supposed to be happening.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I don't know. Yeah, false. That's bad.
Yeah.
Hauser should
either way,
been
it's
like,
bad because it's just being a dick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But the banter, as much as he's awful, the banter between Leslie and Jam at this moment is so good. It's so funny. I love it so much. I want that marg. You want that margarita?
Yeah.
I laughed out loud. This was so stupid. But when Jam says, come on, girl, get. Like she's a horse.
That's so awful. Oh my gosh. It's so
it made me laugh so hard. Come on, girl. Give me that marg. I want that marg. It's so good. Oh,
yeah.
I loved that little bit.
Yeah, it's like this dramatic interpretation of what she's been doing this whole time, like trying not to give in.
Yeah. Yes, totally. Okay, so Ron comes back with bags of quarters to beat this video game. And don't worry, it's not human when they talk about
That's one of my favorite lines.
Really?
Oh my gosh. Yes. Because it's so like, mind your own business.
Yeah, super
it's not
casual.
Human.
Yeah,
like,
we're good. Love that. So now Tom is pleading with Anne about Nadia getting the bear, and I think it's a great question too when he says, how do you even get girls like, or when she says, how do you even get girls like us to go out with you?
Yeah.
The science between love and hate is very close. That's what I
love that girls. He has that ready.
I know. So now Andy is getting in the cab to go back, and he jumps in the dumpster again. And obviously, we're all like, "What the f? Why didn't we just have this conversation?" And it's because he forgot his wallet in the dumpster, and he finds it. Which, good on him for finding it, because I feel like it's hidden.
Yeah, absolutely. How has he not missed his flight?
Great question. Yes.
And also, when did she have time to make him these sandwiches?
Right. That's true too. I guess maybe they went back to their house after JJ's. I don't know. Also, like,
I love that.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I love that she made 5 of them for on the way to the airport. It's not for the whole journey. It's for on the way to the airport.
Well, and I was gonna say, like, I wonder if that would taste good. It sounds bad.
No. Gross.
That's not
also,
right.
the amount of calories, that's 10 cookies.
Well, at
Too
first
many
I was
calories.
wondering how that's it was so stupid. My brain went to like Oreos, like small cookies, like or Chips Ahoy or something. But then I was like, oh, it's a large cookie with the bologna in the middle, and then another large cookie. Okay, got it.
Which I can't, like, they have to be store-bought. This is so, like, going too deep into it. But they have to be store-bought because I can't imagine April baking.
Interesting. Yeah, I could see that. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I also remember quoting this line out loud, where Ben's trying to figure out ways and tactics to help Leslie, and because she has to go to the bathroom now, she's jumping around like a Peanuts character, and he goes, "Unless we bring the bathroom to her, that's nothing."
Yeah, he's also getting tired.
Totally, so true. I also was laughing out loud. Again, I think it's just so stupid, but it was so funny when Jam was like, "You go pee-pee times." I know it's so awful. I hate him so much, but for some reason he makes me laugh when he did those little things.
I think it's because it's like extra, like you would never talk to a human like that.
Right.
Like, or like, you know, unless they may be a human baby.
Right.
You know, like, but it's so funny, but also it gets the point across of him being so condescending to her.
Honestly, I wouldn't have put it past her to just pee her pants right there. Just go ahead. You know what I mean? Maybe that would stop it. Who knows?
I know.
I love too that Hauser is glad that it's over. We talked about this a little bit with in the interview with him, actually, where we talk a lot about how Hauser really, I think, is on Leslie's side. He's just trying to make sure he also follows the rules and is nonpartisan and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So I love that he has a subtle facial expression of like, and with that, this meeting is adjourned, and he kind of smiles and smirks towards Jam, which I really love. And I also love that she's dumping the margarita on Jam's curls.
Yes. Oh, yes. Get the perm.
Yes. Get it. Okay, so now Nadia's going to talk to Anne and basically cons her into stealing the bear. I don't love that idea, but I do love that it turns into a game. I feel like if they just left it this way, where she steals the bear, I would be like building on that, like, you're basically offering me garbage thing, and I would be like, oh, that's sad. But I'm glad they turned it into a game, and Anne steals it back and has this whole fun moment while they're kissing. Like, I really do enjoy that. They saved it for me.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, I agree. I liked the way that this ended. I felt bad for Anne, but like,
what are you gonna do
at this moment?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that they throw cash at her and she's like, this is $8.
Right. It's not even $50. Oh my God. And it is good that she says that she's kidding when she's like, ooh, clingy. Because I was like, Nadia. But then she is like, no, I'm kidding. Of course I'll call you when she gets back. And I think that's really good. I like that. And they have a little moment. And Tom is so excited about that. And I just like that this banter and this flirty, cute moment with Tom happens, because it's nice to see Tom like excited about a girl, and the girl also be excited about him, and him not, like you said, not being sleazy.
Yeah.
So it's
it's a great growth moment, showing that like he's getting ready for like more serious things in life.
Right.
But we don't see Nadia again though, right? Like she either doesn't call him when she gets back happens. Or, you know, life happens and.
Right. And then we just kind of forget that storyline.
Yeah.
I know. I'll have to do some research for our next episode. And then I was going to say, I know this is a little bit random, but couldn't they have found her better fitting scrubs? Like, they're so baggy, and I feel like
they are very baggy.
I was like, she is like a doctor that knows what she's about, and I feel like she needs to have better fitting scrubs.
Yeah. Usually you're supposed to, so that like your scrubs don't like catch on things too. For safety.
Yeah.
But I don't know, was this like, was that a vibe to wear baggy clothes in the 90s? Like maybe she just bought baggy scrubs. I don't know.
Yeah.
That seems like a lot of work to not put on an actual 90s outfit.
I feel like wardrobe just didn't have the right fitting scrubs that day.
Yeah.
Okay, so now Tom and Donna are playing the game again, and it looks like he did win. He did finally achieve what he needed to achieve, and they're laughing over the initials that he puts in the game. Ass. That's so fun to see them laughing together again. ASS.
Yeah.
Love it.
The Ron giggle always gets me.
Yes, totally.
Nick Offerman does such a great job.
Yeah. So now Leslie is talking about her forceful peeing after the filibuster ends, and Ingrid is there. Kristen Bell comes back, which we love, for just a brief moment. But then she drops this bomb on Leslie that she is running against Leslie. And that is so sad. And I will say that both Leslie and Ingrid do handle this very well. You know, both of them are like respectful, professional. Ingrid almost seems sorry in a way.
Yeah, she really seems sorry. I think Kristen Bell plays this so well because she doesn't have a line until after, like, she's standing there. We see her. She doesn't have a line for probably at least 15 seconds into her being on the screen. But she holds such a presence there that you're like, you can see how bad she feels about what she's about to do.
Yeah. And I mean, she absolutely, can you like not do it even if you're nominated? Yeah. She could have not run. But I guess she feels like she wants to represent the town as well. But also, I don't know. This is so dumb. And I'm happy for both of them, for Pawnee especially, because I think having either of them run it will be fine. Especially because they're powerful women and Ingrid's learned her lesson. But a part of me when I was watching this was like, Ingrid, you ran Eagleton into the fucking ground. What are you gonna do good for Pawnee? Hello?
Yep.
Your track record is not tracking, lady.
That's not, yeah.
And that's how I felt when I was like, but Leslie came up with this fucking idea to save your ass, and now you're running against her?
Right. I know. It's hard.
But hopefully Ingrid has taken that to heart, which it looks like she has, as far as what she can do differently, and how she can best represent her people. But whatever. So yeah, but like I said, it is really fast, I feel. So hopefully we'll dig into that a little bit more as we go. And I also love that she offers to take her for a celebratory plate of, I believe you call them waffles.
Yes, I love that line
Me
too. So good. It's like waffles are one of the classiest breakfast foods to me. So why do you not know what a waffle is?
Yeah. Have you never eaten a waffle, you weirdo? My God.
Yeah.
It's because it's carbs, and most Eagletonians are eating egg whites and spinach for breakfast.
You're right. You're right.
Which again,
great point.
No shade, but you can have both and still be healthy.
Yes. Exactly. Treat yourself.
Treat yourself. But anyhow, yeah. I do love that Leslie, like, kind of, I don't know, doesn't take this anger out right now, I feel, or whatever she's feeling right now. She just immediately goes back to, oh, your birthday party got ruined. She's very thoughtful about that to Ben.
Right.
So, I don't know what to say. I want to rant more about Ingrid, but I'll just move on. So
there'll be plenty of time to rant about Ingrid in the next episode.
You're right. Okay. So now, but I do love, I don't know, but I love Ingrid too. It's really hard.
I know.
But she also didn't do right. She didn't do the right thing. It's okay. moving on. So Leslie says that she's going to put her roller skates back on. And Ben is like, well, we don't have to go back to the party. It's late now. It's probably even over. And she's like, oh, we're not. We're going home. And it's so sweet and special. And Ben runs after her and it's like, oh, we're just going to skates.
Yeah. This is like another way you can tell, like not this part, but how long it takes him to clue in what Leslie's trying to insinuate. It's like you can tell how tired Ben is from that too. It's like, put it together,
nerdy.
bro.
And nerdy,
yeah,
I feel, because
so
he's
nerdy.
not immediately thinking about like sex times. He's thinking about
why are we rollerblading at home? Yeah.
Right, exactly. I love it so much. And I just love their love. I love that they love each other so much like this and support each other. It's very special.
I agree.
Yeah,
so
and I just
special.
love that he was turned on by her doing the filibuster. I think that's such a fun detail.
Yeah. So he still had a good birthday. Just wasn't the one he was picturing.
Right. Well, that's all of my notes. Do you have anything else?
No.
Okay,
That's Filibuster.
Yeah, Filibuster I feel like was one of those classic episodes where we didn't have that many guest stars, so we could kind of just go forth. But I'm glad we learned a lot about what a filibuster is, how it started, where things were filmed, that kind of stuff. I did want to point out that I did a poll on Instagram about how many people knew what Gin It Up was. I was like,
I saw that.
Yeah, I was like, do people use that or not? And surprisingly, quite a few people did know what that means.
Okay.
However, the final tally that I saw was more people did not know what it meant before, but quite a few people did. It was 57% of not. I worded it like, did you know what it means? And I wrote yes or not really. And 57% said not really. And 43% said yes, of course. So
okay,
that's fun. And good to know that we're not alone, because I just don't think it's used as much. And then the other thing that I wanted to go over, lastly, I'm really having a fun time with people commenting and stuff. Nice comments only, please. But I posted the thing about what starter pack episodes you would, have if you were introducing someone new to parks. And a lot of people wrote hunting trip. I forgot about that.
Oh,
one.
yeah.
That's a great
Okay.
starter pack too. So that could be number 5 for us.
because the whole group is together.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And you really see and plus hunting trip is also the like when Ron goes crazy and Donna does the shrieking for her car and oh my gosh, and Leslie's like little monologue thing or like cut scenes of like, I'm just a lady. Like my bra snapped.
Yeah.
Are you single?
It's a great character episode.
Yes. And then some people did say the flu season, which is what Stephanie had said.
Flu season.
When we talked to her about that.
That was a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really loved that. And then there was one more, I believe. Oh, someone wrote definitely the snake juice episode, like agreeing with us, which I thought was really nice. And then I feel like there was one more that someone had posted and said that maybe it was on a different platform. Like maybe this one was on Instagram. Let me see here. Oh, Model UN. That's a good one too. That's a really good episode too. Because it is just showing, like you said, the different characters, but it also shows like, that's why we like snake juice, because it shows the different sides of people. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that we definitely saw a different side to Leslie. And then we also see the craziness of them trying to get together, which is really hard, but it's also just a great episode. The moon will join your coalition. So anyway, thank you guys for commenting and all the things. We really appreciate that. Go ahead and like, subscribe, rate, review. It's really fun. And not just for our engagement, but I just really like hearing from other parks fans. It's really fun for me. So I'll try to be better about like making prompts that would spark engagement. If you have anything else that you want us to research or look into, let us know. But for the next one, I mean, we are like in it. Season 6 is ready to go. I mean,
full going.
I know. And these are like the really good episodes. So thank you guys for listening. The next episode is Recall Vote.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. Oh my God.
Crazy.
All right. Well, we'll see you next
It's been
time.
so much.
I know. We've worked so hard. What are we going to do? Okay. Thanks again for listening. Sorry we've ended this 20 times, but we'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
There's a Parkinson Pals and there's also therapy too.